Rusame reader, Crow Song, and today I will be reading to you from Black Coffee by MysterySaviour. Now, on to Act 1, Chapter 8. Are you even listening to me? Oh, sorry, was I supposed to be? Yes. No shit, Sherlock. I don't remember asking if there was any shit around. America grinned as he heard his sister snort through the receiver. Oh, hardy har, mate. Real mature of you. Sorry, Ozzy. It's kinda hard to pay attention to your voice. It's just so boring and gross. Say that to my face, you dingbat! Laughing heartily, America took off his apron and scrounged through his bag for some cigarettes. He had been needing some all day. It was a pretty hectic shift, which was unusual for a Monday night. America had just barely been able to slip off to his break, and if the crowd didn't ease up, it wasn't likely he was going to get home until late. Not a good situation to be in, considering he had a final the next day. Right, so what was this about again? Australia sighed dramatically. Dad's a thingamajig, a party or something. I don't know. America rolled his eyes and continued searching. Knowing him, it would be more like one of those old-fashioned, uptight ball things. America huffed. Fancy cheeses, fancy alcohol that barely even gets you tipsy, fancy clothing, fancy dancing, fancy everything. Triumphantly grabbing one of his pack of smokes that had been sitting at the bottom of his bag, America walked outside and leant up against the brick wall, next to a dumpster. Kevin didn't like him smoking, claiming it was ruining a great country, so he often used the overwhelming scent of stale coffee beans from the bin to hide the smell of smoke. Which didn't really make sense, since the bin had a bright yellow lid, a recycling symbol on it, so there shouldn't be anything other than cardboard and plastic in there. But hey, fuck Earth, am I right? Not like we need it. In conclusion, it wasn't exactly the most pleasant place to be, but he didn't have much of a choice. I know you think of Dad's affairs as your own personal hell, but this is really important to him. America stopped, took a sharp inhale of his cancer stick, and exhaled slowly, mulling over the idea in his head. Did he ask for me to come? Are you still smoking? Soda, you know that stuff's bad for you. Soda. It was a cute nickname Australia called him for 3 reasons. 1, he was always drinking sugary beverages. 2, they always made fun of what the other called the drink, leading to many nights of them yelling soft drink and soda back and forth. 3, one of America's favorite books when he was younger was The Outsiders, and soda was always his favorite character. Whenever he heard the nickname, he was pulled back into blissful innocence of being a child again, listening to his father read books to him and helping his mother cook, sharing his race car toys with his brother, playing video games with his youngest sister, and doing virtually everything with Australia. But he knew it was just a distraction. You didn't answer my question. Well, yeah, 'cause I care about your health. Smoking's really bad for... Answer the damn question, Australia, he hissed through gritted teeth. He could imagine Australia recoiling as he heard her gasp slightly. He hadn't called her by her full name in years. It was only ever childish nicknames and playful taunts. He hoped she knew he meant business. Australia hesitated. Well, he didn't ask for you personally, but Mom did. And I'm sure he'd want to see you there. I mean... No, Oz. America heard Australia let out a sigh of relief to be back on a nickname basis. He doesn't. Do you want to know all the shit he said to me? What he put me through? That party isn't my personal hell, Huntsman. Britain is. You don't even call him Dad anymore? Australia whispered. It sounded more like a statement than anything. He practically disowned me, Leah. America gripped, flicking away ash from the end of his cigarette. He would have brought in paperwork and everything if it hadn't been for Mom being the saint she is. Australia sighed, exasperated. America could hear shuffling and assumed his little sister was getting comfortable wherever she was sitting. America, he's much more open now. The American country laughed bitterly, a laugh that was so devoid of hope and amusement that he could hear his sisters wince. Yeah, right. He is! Can came out to him last month, and he was totally fine with it. Even cried because of how how strong he was. Yeah, because Canada's fucking perfect, America snapped, standing up straight and glaring at a building across from him, like that would take away all of his anger. He's always been the perfect one. He's the best fucking son they could hope for. Bilingual, artistic, apologetic, kind, considerate, forgiving, bisexual. I bet the only reason Dad was proud was because he knew his only good son wouldn't be a complete lost cause. America was so lost in his rage, he didn't notice the tears rolling down his cheeks. And then there's me, the shitty ADHD, anxious, disabled little freak that never did what he was told. A clumsy, pathetic, obnoxious, loud, rebellious little gay boy that nobody fucking wanted. You don't understand how hard it is to know that your entire family thinks you're a fucking mistake. America, stop. I love you so much. You're the best big brother I could ask for. You're hardworking, smart, creative, funny, outgoing, likable, and my goddamn role model. I get that you're angry, I do, but you need to stop feeling sorry for yourself because you're better than that. Kevin called America inside, but he was too shocked to even recognize the voice. Australia and him had never had a real argument before. It was really all just teasing. More tears sprang from his eyes as anxieties whispered doubts to him again. What if you never come back from this fight? What if she doesn't love you? She's probably just putting up with you because she has to. She doesn't love you. No one loves you. Now, you are going to leave your little wombat hole, put on something acceptable, and move on with Dad like the grown-ass country that you are. America stood in the cold wind with dwindling embers of his cigarette still being secured between his fingers. He choked out a half laugh and leaned against the wall. He couldn't quite pinpoint the emotion he was feeling. He wasn't quite relieved, but he did feel better. Australia seemed to have that effect on him. You're one bossy little shit, you know that? He quipped between strangled sobs, not being able to wipe away his tears fast enough with the rate they were arriving. Australia laughed as well, although from the lump in her voice it sounded like she was crying too. I learned from the best. chapter. I hope you enjoyed it, because I did. Anyway, that being said, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. Well, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time, and I will see you tomorrow.